Right, right, right.
And
That's
so
real.
I cannot say that I have an overwhelming amount of experience with that, because normally I'm
Mm,
defending the other,
mm,
or intervening or trying to find common ground there.
mm,
Uh,
mhm,
but I will say that, as it pertains, here's how I have coached people on how to navigate through that. Um,
mm,
there are a couple of things that you can do. And I also want to keep in mind that, different cultures, different landscapes, but just from my experience, one, understanding your skill set and your capabilities, and always knowing that if you need to walk away from a situation, you've got the strengths and the talents and the abilities to do that. Because
mm,
sometimes it can be a bit toxic, and sometimes you're in a position to make some changes right where you currently are, and sometimes you're not. And so
mhm,
if you have the ability to transition, and it doesn't even always mean leaving a company. When you are a really great asset, then there will be times when other teams want you, and so, putting
mm,
yourself in a position where you feel confident enough in your abilities and your strengths, and your talents to make the career moves that you need to make, is one thing that I think is important for people to know, and to not, especially in this day and age, you don't want to put that on the back burner. You always want to make sure that you're relevant to whatever organization that you're a part of. And then the second
mm,
thing is, this whole concept of courageous conversations, and being able to stand up and speak out if you feel like there's some type of injustice or some type of misunderstanding taking place there, is really important. So if you don't have those skill sets to have those types of conversations, I definitely recommend that you read the books and the resources that are available on that. But the thing that I would take away from it the most is asking those questions. So if someone comes to you and makes a comment, or tries to discount you, seek to understand what's going through their thought process at that time. Normally, it doesn't.
mm,
Normally, that's not a defensive conversation. You're trying to understand them, and they're much more receptive and understanding of you as well. And so, asking clarifying questions
mm,
instead of just jumping to defense, is a way to move
mm,
forward, without getting stuck in how that person made you feel, what you think you might have to do about it, because sometimes asking those clarifying questions um, will take you down a different path, and it can actually
mm.
bring resolution in an area that you didn't suspect initially. Does that make sense?
Yeah.